Hey guys, it's Mark here from Your Mediocre Gamer. Today I've got something new for you, a Minecraft village that I'm building at the moment for our server. So if I just log in, it's a medieval city that we're building at the moment. And here we go. Right, here's the entrance to the city. At the moment it is just literally the two gatehouses and the sort of gate itself that we've actually got built on the outside of the city. A nice little gate here. This is going to be a function that will be working when I actually put it into the city. It's just a mod that actually closes the gate for you. I've just got to give a big shout out to Nov from planetminecraft.com because all these structures are actually his, because I'm pathetic at building structures like this, so I've managed to enlist the help of a professional. So right, let's have a look in the city. Right, if we go inside, then here we go. I would ignore these little yellow things, the sponges. They are just sort of place markers, so I know exactly where the buildings are going and they're in the correct place and stuff like that. But yeah, if we have a look in the gatehouse first, go into these watchtowers, then here we go. They're pretty simple but pretty cool. Now you've got a little basement there where I'm going to put 3 wooden swords and stuff for people to use just in case we get invaded. And up here you've got the sort of watchtower area, which I'm going to put a shop sort of style box so you can buy arrows and bows, so you can shoot people or shoot zombies when the 1.8 mod comes out, because that actually looks quite cool for the actual new added sort of combat enhancements, and I'm quite looking forward to that, and hopefully it'll be out in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. But well, you never know. They've sort of employed a when it's done Blizzard type approach to things, which is cool really. I like it, as long as you get what you want and it's good. The less bugs the better, even though there will be. Right, so moving into the city, these are the first 4 things you come across. These are going to be AI shops. If I walk through the door of one of them, what you'll see is a couple of boxes down here and probably a couple of boxes in this countertop, and each shop will do something different. They'll have little names on this plaque out here, but each shop will do something different, so like a bakery or just different block types and stuff like that. And there'll be storage up here on the top room here for anything I decide to put in there, because they're AI based. It'll probably just be decorative. Wait, close. There we go. Right, and there's 4 of them and they all have names, and it's looking pretty cool so far. That's the first thing you're going to find when you walk into the city, so it gives you something nice to be able to buy and mess around with. I'm going to be changing the credit system on our server, so basically you won't be able to sell directly to the server. You'll have to sell to these chests and shop type items. So what you'll do is you'll get credits for everything you sell, and you'll be able to buy stuff like if you've got, say, damaged armor, you'll be able to sell it at the forge, which I'll show you later on, which will be just able to get you a few more credits and stuff like that. And I'm going to have a donations box where you'll be able to donate to the city, and when we get a certain amount of donations to the city of your individual credits, then that will actually make the city get bigger. So we'll add more buildings and more structures depending on what people want. So say the city gets filled up, all the houses are here, which I'll show you in a minute. If that city gets filled up, if someone wants to have a house, they could donate a certain amount of credits and I'll build you a house in the city for you. And right, moving on, this building here is one of the largest houses that we've got. I'll just go upstairs for you. You walk in, you've got a really nice big living room here with these sort of little altar things. You've got 2 of them, so you could use them for little bedrooms or little portholes or whatever you want really. The rules that we have are basically you can change anything inside the building as long as it's sort of kept medieval style, and no changes to the exterior of the building, because obviously we want to keep it as medieval as possible. But if you have any ideas of what you do want to change when you've bought a house, just let an admin know and they might agree to it for you, so it's always worth it. And here's a balcony where you can say hello to your neighbours and say, haha, I'm having breakfast, it's better than yours, haha, bye, and all that sort of stuff. And over here we've got a gate, oh sorry, a door that goes downstairs into a basement type building, even though it's on the ground floor. But that'll be all this sort of area, so you can do what you want with this. Have a little basement again. If you want to go down further you can, because you buy the chunk sort of thing of land, so you can go down as far as you want, as long as it doesn't interrupt anything that's already down there. And right, let's move on from the large house and see what's next. Right, so if I keep moving this way, over here we have got the normal sized house. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to have it so each house, there's the hovel which is there, which I'm looking at the moment. Then there is the cottage, which is that building there. And then the normal sized house, which is that one. And then the large house, which is that one there. And they'll be going from cheap to expensive. And you'll be able to buy them and be able to do what you want. The hovels are going to be next to nothing to actually buy, because they're just so little room in them. There we go, you've got a nice little living room in here, and you go upstairs and you've got this, so you can have a bedroom, and you can have like a little kiddie's bedroom up there with a ladder or whatever you wanted really. It's up to you what you want to do with your design. And you've got a nice little farm on this, which I like, quite cool, and a nice little chair outside. You could change this farm, it's like a mushrooms at the moment, but you could change it into like a wheat farm or a sugarcane farm or whatever you want really. And right, let's go have a look at one of the cottages. So if I go around here, let's have a look. Right, here you go, here's one of the cottages. It doesn't exactly look done at the moment. Obviously I'll change the exterior so you've got a basic layout at the start when I've actually finished it. But here you've got one of the cottages, and it's quite basic and it's nice and homely, so you'll be able to do what you want with it. And it goes up quite high, so you've got the possibility of having 3 floors on this really. I mean, you could box it off at sort of this sort of level and then have like a little attic up there with like a storage room. Got the mossy cobblestone there, which is all nice. And right, let's carry on. If I go down here quickly, obviously on the roads, what we're going to do is there's going to be like a signpost here. And that is going to show like all the different areas. So like there'll be a lamp with some glowstone on it, and then in the middle, about 3 blocks or 2 blocks high, there'll be a block of wood. And on the side of that block of wood, there'll be like a signpost saying what the road names are, just so you can get yourself familiar with the city. Right, this building over here is the inn, which I'm quite impressed with really. It's really cool. Got to hand it down to Nov that these buildings are amazing. There's going to be 2 inns in the city. They're both mirrors of each other. They're going to have different names. One thing I will say, if people want to sort of suggest a name for the inns or a name for the city or anything you want really, we've got a church, and if you want to name the religion or name the church itself, just put a little comment in the section below and just say what building you're wanting to name. So like just say the church, and just put religion and then the name of the religion that you've thought of, and if we get a good one then we'll use it basically, and we'll give you credit, and I'll probably actually put a username banner somewhere in the building as well. So like if you named it something, you use names like Martin12 or something like that, then I'll put a plaque somewhere like above the fireplace or something just saying Martin12, just so you've got your name in the game somewhere. And right, these are quite cool. These are like little pint pullers. So under here there is I don't know if you can see it, but it's a dispenser. The glass will be filled in with stone, so when you actually use the dispenser it will pop up and it will give you like a bucket of water or a bucket of milk, just so you can hand it to a customer. A little bit of role playing stuff there. And there's going to be a basement down here which is just filled in with grass at the moment because I haven't finished it off. But that's going to look quite cool when that's finished. And if we go upstairs, you've got a little bookcase and sitting area, all nice and lovely. And go upstairs, you've got 2 little rooms here with beds in and little chests, and it's all free to use, the inn, but you know, if you want to leave a donation at the end, it's pretty cool. Obviously we're talking about credits here, not real money. Our server does run on donations, but you know, just check our website out for all that sort of stuff. But we don't expect you to donate all the time, it's just whenever you can and whenever you want to really. But yeah, there's a nice little fireplace down here and little rooms with little chests and everything like that in. So that's the inn. We're going to have 2 inns with different names, so you know, people can meet up and talk in different places without having to be, you know, right next to loads of other people. And this room here is the forge. She's got a nice little fire roaring out here and a nice iron door with an automatic thing outside, a little water pit, and a nice forge there. There's an anvil, which looks quite cool. And right, let's have a look inside. And we're going to have shops in here basically. The forge is going to sell things like weapons and armour for sets amount, and you'll be able to sell your broken armour back to the forge here like I mentioned earlier. But it's going to be quite cool. It's just a nice little money maker really. It's all AI based, so you know, the admins will make sure that the actual sort of shops are filled up or make them infinite stacks however we can really. But that's the forge, that looks quite cool. I'm going to do a map as well at some point, probably at the start of the city near the shops, just so you can sort of see where everything is. No idea how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll get to it at some point. And right, let's go around here. Right, we've seen the cottages and we've seen the normal buildings, and it looks like it's time for the hovels now. So these are the little hovels. I can't show you upstairs because I haven't actually gotten upstairs at the moment. They are that small. But here is the little sort of base you get when you walk in the door, literally a 3x3. And then you go upstairs and it spans by 2 in every direction, I believe. So you've got a bit of space upstairs, so this would pretty much be a cloakroom more than anything, and then you've got a little bedroom upstairs. But they're the cheapest house, and they're nice and easy, and there's 16 of them on the server at the moment, so readily available for everyone.